You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
Nope.
Too quiet?
Nope.
Today's guest is an artist. He is a musician, songwriter, singer, rapper, and knows his way around music pretty well. He is extremely talented and a great friend of mine. He was featured in Summer in Trapland, a live concert event held at the Circle OC this past summer. I was there. It was a great time seeing you perform. You did amazing. You're a star. Ladies and gentlemen, Groovy.
Hey.
Thank you,
Hey.
Groovy. How you
Thank you.
doing, man?
No, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Actually, yesterday was the last day of summer.
Yep.
You know that? No.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
You're looking forward to.
it was a brutal summer.
It,
So
it was,
yeah.
man. Dude, you were in Summer in Trapland. That was really great, man. How did you feel out there?
It was good. It was good. It was good seeing everybody that came out and supported. It was the first time did anything like that live, so I feel like it was a big step for Trapland in general. For me, for Jason, it was fun. It was fun. Uh, Overall, it was a fun experience, and I think I definitely want to do it again. Um, yeah,
Yeah, man. Well, you were great, man, and I appreciate you being here today. Groovy, how old are you?
I'm 24 right now.
Really, 24.
24.
When's your birthday?
June 16th.
What does that make you?
24. So,
What zodiac
uh,
sign are you?
Gemini. Yeah,
Oh, you like being a Gemini?
I do. I do. I feel like, you know, I don't really get into it too much, but I've enjoyed being a Gemini my
Yeah.
whole life. So
Really, you're not really into zodiac signs?
no, not as much. Not as much as other people, but I guess overall, what are Geminis? I don't really know.
Geminis, I think they're a water sign or an air sign. I'm not too sure, but I love Geminis. Would you say you're a great lover as a Gemini?
I think so. I like to think so for sure. Haven't had too many experiences with love, so I can't speak too much about that. But I guess overall, I think I'm a good lover, and I think that's what Gemini's are known for the most part, for the love they give, and I think I am. I think I am.
You're a great lover until does it stop at a point?
I think that's the hard part. I think that it doesn't stop. I think it stops when you make the decision, but it's really hard because you still have like a warm heart. And I think Gemini's just have a warm heart, and when they love hard. So overall, I think overall you get over people, but at the same time, it's like it like once when you're loving hard. So
I feel you on that. You're 24, man.
yeah.
That's that's a good age right there. Do you have any kids?
No, no, I don't have kids.
No.
No.
Do you want any kids?
I think eventually, yeah. I want
Yeah.
to say yeah.
How many?
I'd say like a good three.
A good
Three
three.
is like a good like
That is a
stopping
good.
number. I think I wouldn't go higher than three, but yeah, I mean, even one is just like kind of like in the air still.
Hmm.
But eventually, yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like everyone really like. I mean, I feel like everyone had a dream or has a dream of starting like a family and doing all that, but you start to see how like everything is in the world, and it's pretty hard to decide.
I
whether
agree
want a
with
kid or
you.
not.
I agree with you right
Yeah.
there, dude. It's a tough world, man, and I don't know
Yeah.
if it's getting worse or not, or maybe we're just growing up and getting aware of
Mhm.
the world that we live in. But I mean, when I was a kid, I feel like growing up, maybe it's just because you're a kid, or maybe it's because your parents hide it from you. But I felt like the world was brighter, more colorful, more colorful. You know?
Yeah, I
And
think it's normal to grow up and lose a bit of color in the world, but yeah, as a kid, I think your imagination is just rolling and rolling. So, um, I feel like as a kid, you see everything for what it isn't. Almost like you
yeah,
you block out what you want. It's easier to just drift away into your own little world, but as you start involving yourself into this world more and more, I feel like you start to see, you know, things that you didn't see.
hmm
Especially when you're trying to build your own person and trying to do your own thing. I think yeah, you could see a lot of more things clearer for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I sometimes think about having kids too, and I'm
yeah,
like, this is not the best time. You
Hmm.
know, I don't know. I feel like there's anxiety in the world. It's just it doesn't feel right to me to have a child and have him grow up right now. I feel like later on in life, maybe when I feel like things are a little prettier in the
I
world.
mean, I
But I don't
mean,
know if that's gonna happen.
yeah. Overall, like, I mean, how do you know this is not the best time?
I
At the
know.
same time, it's just scary, you know. I
It,
think it's just a fear. It's just a fear of like thinking, you know, bringing someone into this world. But yeah, overall, I mean, you never know if this is like the best time or, you know, if later is going to be a better time. I think that's one of those things that you don't really, you know,
can't predict.
you can plan, but you can't predict how it's going to turn out. And I
Right.
think that's sometimes the beauty of it, you know?
It is, yeah, a very unpredictable world we live in.
Yeah.
Considering the intricate interplay between analog warmth and digital precision in contemporary music production, how do you navigate the balance between preserving sonic authenticity and embracing modern technological advancements to enhance your creative process?
Yeah, so that's a good one. I feel like with all the changes in like digital content and digital everything, it's hard to really sonically make something that you like and be natural about it because everything's off of a computer. And I could say myself, I don't play any instruments, and I feel
Really?
like no, I don't.
Well, some
Yeah,
people say your voice is an instrument.
yeah, it's true. I like to. I mean, I don't play any like physical instruments.
Right.
I play my voice, I guess, but yeah, I like to think so sometimes, and sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm using autotune. Yeah, I'm doing like all these manipulations to my voice at the end of the day. So I feel like even that, you know, you're kind of your laptop is an instrument. What else can you call an instrument? You know, you can call anything an instrument, really, anything that makes noise. But yeah, never learned how to play any like guitar, piano, or anything like that. So I feel like overall, just like to preserve that, you know, that natural sound and like whatever you make, I think you just have to be creative and 100% your own. Um, you can be influenced, I think, for the most part, but to create something natural that you know that comes from you, I feel like you really need to you know dig deep into like what you like, what you want to make,
Yeah.
what you want to create. Um, as far as like having everything on the laptop, I think it's awesome. I think you have like anything you want at the palm of your hands. I feel like you can make music so much easier, and so many people are making music now. It's awesome, to be honest. I like hearing different things, or I like being able to you know go to a garage and just open your laptop and make something like high quality.
Yeah.
Um,
Which you can do nowadays. The
exactly,
technology is so
exactly.
easily accessible and
Yeah,
affordable that a regular person with just, I mean, it is not too affordable, but it's affordable enough for a regular person to go get and buy a laptop,
yeah.
go get a mic, go get some
Yeah,
headphones.
I mean, it depends on like what you're comparing it to. I guess it's like studios that cost what
Yeah.
$25,000 and equipment and like more than that. Um,
And there's been
yeah,
like Billboard hits that have been made in a room. Like
yeah,
there's like the whole genre of like bedroom pop, and there's some artists who make music like in a space like this that's
yeah,
not like well acoustically prepared, and it's a hit. It goes big,
yeah,
which I don't think you were able to do that even maybe 25 years ago
yeah, for sure. No,
before
I
us.
mean, 25 years ago, you couldn't even get your music out like that, to be
Yeah,
honest,
that's
until
right.
like all this MP3 stuff started. And I think overall, you know, CDs. It came such a long way from CDs. Just like 15 years ago, you know, people were still popping in CDs, and it's fire if you still do. To be honest, I kind of want a CD player now,
Yeah, have you ever
but
burned any
yeah,
CDs?
no, I've never burned a CD
No,
before.
you never gone like out like in Hollywood and just start handing out a CD.
No,
What do you think
no.
about those people?
I think that's cool. I mean, that's how you got your music out back then.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you feel like
so
that's like the best way to do it though, or not?
I think you know. I think any way is the best way to do it. If you're doing multiple of those ways, then that's the best way to do it. But like, I feel like any way you want to put out your music, as long as you're putting it out, is the best way.
What type of computer you got? What type of like specs you working on?
So right now, I'm working with a Windows computer right now. I used to be on Mac, but got back to the Windows just for the usability of like FL Studio.
Mm.
So I'm using Microsoft for sure. I'm on FL Studio all day, only FL Studio. Um,
Would you say that's the best what you call it, software?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I use FL Studio. I know a lot of people use other systems, but I honestly don't know because I haven't had like the patience to learn a different DAW.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. I think if I ever come to that place of like just learning a new thing and
Hmm.
spending that time, spending those hours to really get a hold of like the keybinds and the shortcuts, and that's what really matters, to be honest, with the creative process, is because you have such a limited time before you run out of patience
Right.
or run out of creativity,
Hmm.
and then you're
Or like you
just
forget
exactly.
like what you're gonna sing next. You gotta just quickly, be able to.
Exactly. You have to be able to like memorize, muscle memory, everything,
Yeah.
to be able to like to hit stop or like
Uh
to
huh.
hit play,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then know exactly what you're gonna click next. It's like you spend years trying to learn on one system, and it's really it turns into an instrument on its own for real.
You say you call using a computer like an instrument, but if you were able to have like learn an instrument today, what would it be?
I think learn. If I like, I guess if I was able to play an instrument really well, I would say the piano. The
Piano.
piano really stood out to me.
I love the piano.
I think it's a very versatile instrument.
Hmm.
I think that, when you look at it in a digital aspect, like let's say like a digital piano,
Hmm.
it actually relates back to music a lot, and it teaches you a lot about music. So if there was anything I could really learn, really learn how to play,
Hmm.
it would be piano. Yeah.
I love the piano, man. I feel you with that one. I always want to learn how to play the piano or the bass guitar. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty cool, but
That's cool too. Yeah.
it's not as cool as the electric guitar. But I just like the bass,
Yeah,
the
I
dune
get you.
dune dune.
Mhm.
Um, you in a relationship, Groovy?
No,
You're not in a relationship, Groovy?
I'm not.
You party hard?
Yeah.
You do party hard?
When I party, yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So I don't party too much, but when I
Okay.
do party, I party pretty hard.
How did your last
You know.
partying event go? I don't know. I
Party,
do that.
partying event. When was my last partying event? What do you consider a party though?
I mean, music, liquor, drinks, people.
You know what? I feel like if I'm there long enough, I'll party hard.
Yeah.
But the last one, yeah, it was cool. We went to this spot in South Central. We're listening to dance music.
Mm.
And yeah, just having fun.
What's your choice of drink?
Choice of drink. Choice of drink. Choice of drink. Choice.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I'll drink a seltzer.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got some.
yeah, low calorie. Not too crazy on the gut. Um, you know,
Yeah.
it's like I feel like seltzers, like they're just like sodas. So like they're like a vodka soda, a tequila soda, with a little bit of like flavoring. I like seltzers. Yeah.
I like seltzers too, but you know what? Soda, sometimes I'm still not used to it. I don't think I drank soda until I was probably like a teenager,
Yeah.
like late into my teenage years. I was always like a juice drinker.
Yeah, I'm a fizz guy, so I like that seltzer fizz just
Mhm.
gets me. It you get it with beer too, but the beer sometimes it just bloats me up, man. It just bloats me out. The suds in the beer.
Same. I never liked
Can't
beer.
do that.
I'll
Really?
drink it. I'll drink it, but I don't like it.
Wow.
Sometimes I do it just to feel like at home.
Yeah.
Like I'll get like a Modelo. You know what I'm saying? Because
To like hit home, huh?
yeah, hit home. Just because that's what I grew up around.
Yeah, I
you know,
get
it's
you, I
like
get you.
this feels like I am with my family,
Yeah.
even though I'm just by myself.
You'll sip on
drinking.
a beer or you'll drink a beer.
What was that?
Would you sip on a beer or are you drinking a beer? Like, when you're drinking a beer, are you drinking it like gulping it or are you sipping it? You're like
Sipping
sitting on it.
I'm sipping it. Yeah. It'll probably take me 30 minutes to drink one beer,
Okay.
or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my sweet time. They call me babysitting.
That's
I'll
cool.
babysit my drink a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just can't do it. I'd rather just drink tequila or take a shot.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
if you're chilling,
get it
like,
over with.
If you're chilling, it's cool. Yeah, if you're watching the show you like, have a beer.
I've been
sit
grilling
back
lately.
Afterward,
I've been grilling.
Grilling?
lately.
What you been grilling?
Burgers, carne asada, hot dogs.
When?
Onions. I've been grilling onions every weekend, to be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been, like for the past few months actually. I got
Wow.
myself a grill maybe like
Nice.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I used it at first a good amount, and then I stopped. But now I'm back into it, like every weekend, just grilling something.
Wow.
And when I do it, I'll put my phone out there. I'll put some corridos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll get myself a Modelo,
Yeah.
and I'll get myself a little blunt, and I'll just be sipping on the blunt,
Dude, that's fire.
smoking on the blunt,
That's
flipping that meat. You know
Just
what I'm
you
saying?
and the meat. Just you and the meat. Just flipping the meat.
yeah. What are your thoughts on being famous?
Famous. Wow. Well, my thoughts on being famous, are that it's, I think when you're, want to be a music artist, you think of like a couple things. You think about being cool.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you think about you want to be cool.
Yeah.
Every artist wants to be cool. I feel like
Yeah.
they want to be like, whatever their vision was when they saw somebody famous on the TV and that inspired them to be something greater than where they were at the time. As a little kid, you want to be something huge.
Yeah.
I think if you keep that into your work process and you bring that into your older life, I feel like you start realizing that it's not the fame that you want, like to be recognized. I guess for me, I'm talking for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the fame that I want. I think overall what I want is just to be, cool. You just want to be cool.
You are cool.
And you want to be you want to be respected for what you do. I think I put a lot of hard work into the craft. I think everybody like who wants that success, I think that's one of, like, for me at least. For me, a meaning of success is to be respected by, other people in the same industry. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like being famous is a scary thing as well, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, people approach you to take pictures, people you don't know, and they're running up to you. And I feel like that would scare me. Wouldn't that scare you?
Depends.
Random people running up to you.
If they're running, yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
right.
probably scare me. If you guys walk up, then probably won't get scared. But yeah, just don't run at me.
Right.
I won't get scared. But no, overall, I think that I would enjoy it. I think an important part of remembering, where you came from, is being able to relate that to like experiences to when you're not in the place you were. And I think every time somebody comes up to me, I'll pretty much remember. I'll be like, "This is what you wanted, This is what you wanted, and you basically got it." If it gets to that point,
Would you be good to your fans?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen some artists that are like mean to their fans? They like just blow them off.
Yeah, I have. I mean, everybody has. Everybody's seen artists that do that. I think, yeah, it's just who you want to be at the end of the day.
Who's your idol?
Idol. I don't think I have an idol.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist?
Favorite artist right now is going to be either Jordan Ward or Leon Thomas.
Would you ask them for an autograph if you met them?
Autograph? I think.
Because then that's fanboying right there.
That's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Autograph is kind of crazy. I think I'd ask him for a photo,
Okay.
a pic. I think that's the equivalent.
Yeah, that's
you
pretty
have a
good.
digital like print of like what happened.
Yeah.
Autograph, I guess, if I had like a piece, on me, like a guitar or like if I had a mic or something like that I want to keep for a while and I really like that artist, I think I'd have them autograph that. But
That'd be
like,
dope.
autograph on like a piece of paper is kind of crazy to me. Yeah. Or like on a shirt is pretty cool, but it just has to be like, it has to symbolize something, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I would like a piece, like a photo or like a frame of something to be autographed by an artist that he contributed to, or like an album or a vinyl record or something like that. That's a cool autograph moment. But overall, I think photos are where I like my go-to for sure.
You got any tattoos?
No tattoos.
No. Why not?
Overall, I just don't want to. Yeah,
Really?
I just
Are you
don't want.
scared?
Like they never like. I love tattoos and I like how they look, but they've never been something I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Like I just never been like itching for a tattoo. And I feel like if I'm not at that point, then I have a little bit of time to like decide if I really want one.
Yeah, you scared of needles?
No, I'm
No?
actually not. No.
You got your blood drawn?
Yeah.
You don't pass out?
The last time I almost did. Shit, they
Really?
took 2 pints out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
why'd they take out so much?
I guess they didn't do it right. I don't know what can go wrong when you're taking out blood, but like I guess the first bag was like nulled and then they had to do
What?
it again. Yeah.
It probably got
That was
contaminated.
that was back in. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. That was back in high school. I feel like, yeah, I don't know what can like yeah, contaminated. I don't know how. But I guess they needed 2 pints from me, and I
That's
almost
crazy.
fucking passed out.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. They gave me a little squishy toy, you know, a little squishy.
Who's your celebrity crush?
um, Celebrity crush.
Yeah, this probably changes from time to time.
Yeah.
Who's your current celebrity crush?
Damn. To be
There's a
honest,
few out there.
current is crazy because I haven't had a celebrity crush in a while. I think, you know, damn. If I have to think about it this long, then I probably don't have one. But
All right, we'll come back. We'll come
yeah,
back to that
let's
one.
go back to that one.
If you do become famous
Yeah.
and the Illuminati approaches you and wants to bring you in, you joining them?
Nah, bro.
Why not?
No, man. I don't know what that's about, and you know, I'm not joining nothing. I'm.
What if they offer you like insane amounts of like more fame? They're like, dude, you're gonna be at the top of the world. You'll be number one. You just
No,
gotta come here.
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
Or are you just saying no, but you would?
No. I'm saying no because it's no.
Do you think it's a real thing?
Yes and no. I think it's a real thing that people talk about. And no, because I just don't have any proof myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
so
hear
I
about
can't
the
really say.
whole Diddy thing?
Yeah.
What you know about it?
He's in trouble. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
so
in
that's pretty
trouble.
much what I know.
You know, it's funny, man, because we used to call each other P. Diddy. That was like a thing that we used to have, like, even a few years ago. We'd be like, hey, yo,
You
what's good,
started
P.
that.
Diddy? Yeah, well, I just thought the name was cool. Like,
Yeah,
P.
it
Diddy.
was like
P.
like
Diddy,
a,
that's a cool nickname.
it was like nothing. It was just like
I didn't even really
there
think
was
about
no reason
him.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about actually, like, the artist, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
I just thought, like, oh, P. Diddy. And you know what? I didn't even start it. Another friend of mine started it. They were calling me P or P. Diddy.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I like that. And so I took
P,
it, and I started
yeah.
calling my friends P. Diddy.
Yeah.
But now I can't say that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Now people say no Diddy. That's
No
the thing.
Diddy.
No Diddy. People are saying that. Like,
Yeah.
are you like on Instagram and do you ever see like an advertisement by whatever, and on the comments they're like, "Nice try, Diddy."
No.
Never
haven't
seen that?
Never seen
What?
that. No.
Really?
I'm not on social media, to be honest, that much.
There's like,
I get on when like I get on Instagram, watch like, you know, my friends' stories or the people I follow stories, and you know, I just do that. I don't really like if I'm on TikTok, I'm on TikTok for like 30 minutes max.
don't you think you need to be more present online?
I think I should be more present. Should
Yeah.
I be more online, like watching stuff? Like no, I
No,
think
no,
I
no.
should be on less.
You like making content.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I do.
Do you think you should start doing that?
Yeah, yeah, working on it. Yeah, I think it's a real like, for whoever is working on putting out content. I think it's a big mental game, at least for people that struggle with it. I think for me, I think it's a mental game for me. You want like for me coming from like an engineering background of like music and you know just putting out things that you know people will have an opinion on. I think it's really hard to put something out quickly and rapidly, but in this like in this era, in this you know, in these times, you need to kind of I need to kind of move past that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like move past that and kind of just like put out content. That's
Like-
and bottom line is just like put out content. And I know that it's just a mental game. You just want to
Yeah.
be a perfectionist. You want everything to be fire.
Yeah.
You want everything to be solid, cool. You want to look back on that and be like no regrets about, you know, putting that online. So that's kind of like where the whole mentality is. But yeah, I do think I should be putting out a lot more content actually.
I asked you about the Illuminati, but are you religious at all?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
I was
religious?
raised Catholic, so yeah,
You go to church?
no, not as often as I used to, but I grew up religious.
Really?
Am I religious now?
That's a good question.
I think I believe in God. I believe in Jesus.
Really?
I think that He strengthens me, and you know I should do like I sometimes in my own, you know, self I tell myself like, yeah, I probably should be doing more for myself and God, you know. But yeah, that's how it is at this moment.
Yeah. Religion is a really crazy thing, man. When did you start making music?
I started making music on FL Studio 2015. 2015. Been doing it for 9 years. Yeah, 9 years. 2015. Really started getting into it 2016. From 2016 to now, it's just been work.
Mm-hmm.
Like working on like different projects, different music, different artists, like working with different people, meeting new people, figuring out you know what type of people I want to work with. Um, yeah,
Are you
it's been a journey.
are you working on a project right now?
I am. I
Can we
am.
talk about that? Can you say anything about it?
Yeah, I could say the name of the project.
What's it called?
It's called Purple Promises.
Purple Promises.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that name.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like what type of genre are we talking about?
I think genre R&B. I think rap R&B. That's my genre. If I'm gonna put it in simple terms, not gonna get into like it's like a specific genre. I feel like my music is R&B, but it's also like kind of like upbeat. So it's not like slow R&B. It's kind of like more upbeat R&B. There's some alternative too.
What kind of genre would you identify yourself with?
R&B for sure.
R&B.
Yeah, yeah.
You think if you always been doing R&B, or did you start
Always
somewhere
been
else?
doing. I've been doing a bunch of stuff. I think doing R&B, yes. Experimenting with other stuff, yeah, yeah.
You sing another language too. I'm aware of. Do you plan on doing more of that?
Spanish, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
You were really good, man. You know what?
Thank you.
That song that oh man, the name slipped my mind, but it's on your last album. It's in Spanish. What's it called?
There's Bueno para Nada. There is
I think it's that one. That one's on my That's on my. Right now, it's on my most listened playlist.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Thank
probably
you.
like number 4 right now.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's like daily, bro. Every day I'm at work, I listen
Thank
to
you.
it. It's really good, bro. How good or how bad was the first song you made?
Bad.
Bad?
What? It was horrible. First song I ever made, horrible.
Can you give me a little live how it went? Do you know what it's called? What was it called?
I don't know what it's called.
You don't
I
even
just
know?
know it was bad.
Is
I don't
it
even
still
know. I
around?
don't even remember it. Nope, it's not around.
The
I
file is
made sure it's not around.
That file
I
is
made
gone.
sure. I made sure that was never gonna come back up.
Break down the process of making a typical song. How do you start?
You start with finding a beat.
Yeah. Some people don't.
No, let me not say that. I start with finding a beat. A lot of people. I mean, some people. Yeah.
Right.
Some people might do other stuff. Yeah. I start with finding a beat. Then I start experimenting on a hook, and that's how it goes every single time. And I think that's the best way for me. That's the most, helpful thing for me. I think you find the beat. I find the beat. Obviously on YouTube. Sometimes I make the beat.
You make the beat.
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Sometimes. There's a couple songs on the new project that I made the beat for. But yeah, most of the times, these producers, they're talented, man.
Yeah.
It's like I'll make a beat, but it takes me like
Oh wow.
100 beats before I get to the one I like. Like
Yeesh.
I have to produce like, let's say 30 beats
Mhm.
before I get to one of them that I'm like, dang, this shit,
Yeah, I mean, some artists just hear it in their head and they're just able to duplicate it like this. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
never
saying?
understood that, to be honest. I love producing. I think
Dude.
I really like it, but at the end of the day, it's like everything that I make sounds to be like on a whole nother level than what these producers are doing and how they're
Mhm.
making music, and they just have like processes that I could never comprehend. And I think that if you're one of those producers that could just put these masterpieces down and just upload them onto YouTube, you guys are crazy. Because I don't know, I've been doing this for a long time, 9 years, and
Mhm.
I think I've never got to the point where it's like I'm making a fire beat back to back to back to back. No,
I think you'll get
never
there.
have. I think if I practice enough and I put in that work and I figure out how they do it, then yeah. But yeah, overall, I then write the hook. That's what catches the attention of the
Mhm.
audience. The hook. Then I go into the verses, chorus if there is one,
Mhm.
bridge if there is one, and then you'll find that out. The further you go into the song, that's like a template version. Now there's another version where I go just completely like off grid and I'm just doing something completely experimental or creative, to the point where it's like, you know, like I'm just doing something over a sample or something like that. You know, I
Mhm.
get a sample without any drums or anything like that, record over that, then add the drums later, or sometimes you just have a crazy percussion loop. You're recording over that, um, and then you add the loop in. Yeah, and a lot of times it's like you got to figure out like the key and everything. But once you figure all that out and you find what you really want, it's so funny. You just want to do it all over again. But that's how I make music. Yeah.
You ever been abducted by aliens?
Mm-mm.
Do you think you are one?
Um, I think we all are one, right? Because if we go to another planet, like we eventually get to another planet, they look different. Are we the aliens?
Mm. Yeah.
So I think we are. But no, I've never been abducted
That you know of.
that I know of. Yeah,
If you found out that you have been abducted, how would you live with that?
I will have to live with that. You know,
Would you be okay?
I just want to know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But if they didn't tell me and I don't see them ever again in my life, I don't really care if I was abducted.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're fine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it wouldn't worry you even a little bit.
Nope. No, it wouldn't. I think, I don't know why it wouldn't though. Like, if I just lived the whole rest of my life knowing I got abducted by aliens, what am I gonna do about it? Like, I was abducted by aliens. What am I gonna tell everybody so they don't believe me?
Some people just lose their mind. I think just some people just can't handle it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, some people wouldn't.
Wow.
Wouldn't. Bro, like, if you have a memory of some crazy event like that, some people might lose their mind.
Do you feel like you would lose your mind?
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be on the back of my mind constantly, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd be like, dude, something happened. I hope I find out
I could
someday.
see that. I could see that.
I
Yeah.
would try. It'd be like something that is bothering me, but I'd be constantly trying to ignore it.
Like you feel like the whole rest of your life after that moment, you would just your mission would just be to like find out what happened.
That wouldn't be my mission, but
Yeah.
I would want some answers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
And I'd be like, am I going to be okay?
Yeah.
Did you guys maybe help me out in any way?
Yeah.
Like, did you experiment in me and somehow like removed something that
Something
was
bad,
gonna
yeah.
be bad? Yeah, like maybe I had an extra thing going on, and they just said, "Oh, this guy needs some help. Let's just fix him up." Because sometimes I feel like they might do that. They might abduct you just to like fix you for something, and then just be like, "Oh, they kind of like people when they go fishing." You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
fish, they get a fish, they look at it, and they like punch it. They're like, "Oh, this is a good fish." They throw it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we're just getting fished like that and just thrown back in the world.
Yeah.
But it's still
Think so?
weird. I mean, oh my God, imagine how if a fish had like an intellectual knowledge, how do you think they would feel knowing that they just got
Oh my
abducted
goodness.
and then 'cause
Tagged.
Sometimes they get tagged. Yeah, they get
Yeah.
like attached like something like
Yeah.
pierced, and then they get thrown back in there. Or have you seen crab fishermen?
We're gonna get pierced and thrown back into the world.
Have you seen crab
Huh?
fishermen? Or like lobster
Dude,
fish-
I've seen that. I've seen that.
where they like get one and they give them a fish in the claw. Like,
No.
No.
Oh, cause like here's a little present.
They give
Throw it back.
they give them a little fish in their claw.
That's
and it
pretty cool.
Pinches it and they throw it back.
If
in.
I was to get abducted, I'd want a little present coming back. You know.
Yeah,
Just give me
that would make it a little
Give me
better.
a good 10,000. You know, like come on.
Yeah, that would be
Give me
that.
a little. Give me a little something, bruh.
What's the most paranormal thing you've ever experienced?
I haven't experienced too many things.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't.
Huh.
I haven't. I think the most paranormal thing that I've ever experienced is like just like, doors opening, lights turning off. But that's all explainable, you know. There's probably like a good gust that came in.
Yeah.
I think also like, I guess just stuff moving around. I think that's the craziest stuff because I've never seen something in front of me that's like, oh, that Like I've never like I guess you do you think you have to have a certain mind for that? Because I feel like I've never experienced that.
I'm sure some people are more they get like reached out by that type of stuff a little bit more
Yeah.
often than others. I feel like religious people get more,
Really?
you know, I don't want to say attacked, but like contacted maybe by
Yeah.
paranormal entities. That's what I was asking you.
Mm.
I mean, you say you were religious, grew up Catholic, and you know, like the Catholic Church, they have a whole like exorcist person that does that, like the what's it called, the Vatican.
Mm-hmm.
They have an assigned individual priest that does just exorcisms
Oh,
all the
wow.
time. Yeah, and he does a good amount apparently.
Never heard of that.
What?
Ever. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
He's out there. You don't watch like
Wow.
scary movies?
I do watch scary movies. Yeah, I really do.
You like them
I like scary movies. To the most part. For the most part.
for the most part?
Yeah, because you know some scary movies are just scary, man, and some scary movies are good.
Yeah.
Like The Conjuring. I love The Conjuring movies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're so good. You know, they just put so much effort and they tried very hard to make it into something big,
Mm-hmm.
into something meaningful to people, so that they get captivated in in the movie. I think it really catches your attention. You want to know about different people's families and things like that inside inside the movies, and I think that's one of the horror films that really got
Yeah, that one is
got my attention.
that one is pretty scary though.
Yeah, but like on the other hand, there's like stuff is just like nasty scary. I don't see no jump scares every 15 minutes. Like if you're gonna jump scare me for a good reason.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I mean. It's like some stuff is just scary for no reason. Movies at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if like Conjuring is scary, but like I like the Conjuring movies. Like they have a good plot to them.
You know what? They're too scary for me. I personally don't like
Really?
scary movies. I don't like them
At all?
Nope.
Not even like a funny scary movie.
I'll watch them early in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, I like watching them when the sun is up.
What if you watch them like with a group of friends? You
Oh.
think that would change?
Yeah, yeah, that makes it a lot better.
Oh, okay.
Because I won't be actually paying attention to it.
But would you like what if you watch them with a group of friends and then they all go home at the end of the night?
Well, I don't think I would be alone. I'm usually never alone.
Okay.
But if I knew that I was gonna be alone, I would not set myself up
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
You'd be like, all right, y'all have fun.
I would be
Y'all
like,
have-"
nah, let's watch something else, like Shrek,
Mm.
something animated and fun.
You know, a movie I've been like raving about for like the last 2 years to like my friends.
Mm.
Over the Hedge.
I love that movie.
Dude.
I love that movie. That's a great
Ben
movie.
Folds. Ben
Huh?
Folds.
Would you
The
say?
soundtrack. Ben Folds. Oh my goodness.
The beginning
Dude.
intro song
Oh.
when he's like walking on the freeway.
And he's like, family of me. You feel me? Like, oh my God. It just touches my heart.
I love that movie.
I love that movie, dude.
Fucking RJ.
Like,
And what's the turtle's name? Vern.
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 Vern and Hammy.
Hammy.
And then I wish I knew everybody else's names, but
What character in that movie do you think you
Dude.
relate to the most?
probably Vern.
Vern.
Man, Vern.
Really?
Dude, yeah, I've always
He's-
been.
But
I've
he's
always.
kinda,
Yeah. I've never been like a risk taker, and I feel like Vern was just trying to protect the hedge, man. Like, he was
Yeah.
just to protect the family.
the home, yeah.
Yeah, he was just trying to do like what's right. Just go on hibernation, look for grapes for the winter time, fill up the log. And RJ was just trying to have that fast life in there. I feel like I'm Vern for sure. All day.
If you could give yourself, your younger self, some advice, what would it be? Like 10 years old.
10 years old.
Mhm.
Dang. I think Steve Lacy said it the best, I wish I can go back in time, tell myself I'd be fine. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm doing like things could be worse, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I think if I would tell like my 10-year-old self was anxious
Yeah.
about what he had to do. Not anxious to the point where I would do all my schoolwork though. I sucked at school.
Oh, really?
But anxious to the point where it's like I did want to work hard.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to work hard. Like ever since I was little, I've always wanted to work hard and have things for myself. I think that's what I would tell myself. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like just keep doing what you're doing. And it's a lot of like guilt moments where like you feel like you're having a little too much fun.
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, I gotta get back to work.
Dude, I saw what you pulled up in. It looks like you are doing pretty fine.
I'm not doing. I'm not. That's not my car.
Okay, okay.
He's over here telling me I'm in a Mustang. Like,
Bro, if you could give your 1 week ago self advice, what would it be?
can you repeat the question?
If you could give your 1 week ago self advice, what would it be?
Ooh,
1 week ago.
go a little harder in the gym.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
You've been working out?
I've been hitting the gym here and there.
Yeah? I got
Yeah.
some weights if you're trying to hit some later.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm cool.
down.
What type of workouts you're doing?
I'm doing like I'm doing a lot of cardio. So I have a problem with sitting down. I sit down for too long.
Oh, it's
I'm on
part
a
of ma-
computer. Yeah,
Yeah, it's part of making music.
on my computer all day. I have a problem with sitting down, man. I need to get those steps in. So I'm doing cardio. I'm doing cardio. I'm doing like I just want to protect my lungs and my heart, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm doing cardio for like an hour and a half, just walking. You know, I'm doing like 3 miles.
Are you keeping track of
3
like, how
miles, 4 miles, 5 miles sometimes. I go running outside. I'm keeping track, but not the most part. I mean, at this point, I'm not keeping track right now because anything's better than what I'm doing right now, dude. I'm like at the start of like, you know, just getting conditioned and back into that routine. I'm not trying to sprain nothing, so I'm not. I don't really like. It's gonna demotivate me if I start tracking shit down. So I just do it whenever I feel like it. And I think I'm being consistent just because of that reason, because I'm doing it whenever I want to do it. But yeah, motivation is there, you know, like I could feel it. I could feel it in my body that,
Yeah.
you know, wants to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I feel like I've been sitting a lot too, man. I feel like my posture's pretty bad. Do you think your posture's pretty bad?
Yeah, look at my posture now.
Even right now.
Exactly.
I'm trying to sit up a little bit
Yeah.
better. Cause
It's
I
like-
feel like I'm getting like a forward neck. You know what I'm saying?
Think so?
Yeah.
I checked the other day. I checked the other day if I was, and I was like, yeah, it'll probably get there.
Yeah.
I got like 3 more years. I just got to get with it now. But yeah, I mean, posture's a big thing. It's just one of those things that you don't see like the results right away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a results guy.
Yeah.
That's a
It
hard
takes
thing, right?
time,
It takes
dude.
time, but that's all you got to know too. Like some things take time. Man.
You can speed up the process though, man. If you like stack all of the good things that you should be doing, you can see some good results within like a month, which is still not fast enough.
It's true. Yeah, it's still not fast enough for me, but still, like, yeah, you're right. Which is why I'm in the gym so hard. I think, going back to your question, like 1 week ago, I could have pushed it a little harder. You know,
Mhm.
could have spent another 15 minutes pushing a little bit more weight. But as long as I get back in it, I think it doesn't matter how much weight you put down. I think as long as you're consistent, that's something I've been learning a lot, to be honest.
Mhm.
Consistency.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, damn, I've gotten this question like 10 times this year.
Right.
Not gonna lie. 10 years, I see myself being fine. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, and I think that's all that matters, you know?
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more than
No,
that.
man. As long as I think I'm gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna be okay.
I think you're gonna be fine too. I think
Yeah.
you'll be better than fine.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think you'll be doing
I
great.
think you're gonna be fine too.
Yeah, man. And I think you're pretty consistent in everything you do.
Thank you.
Is music the only thing you do as for like a living, or is there other things that you're doing?
For a living, music. I work. I do other things on the side. I think for a living, I think just for my mental health too. I do, like obviously working out, hitting the gym, music, and being with family and friends. I think that's for a living. You need that. I think I need that.
Yeah.
I need my family and friends. I need
Mhm.
my friends around me. I need my family around me, and that's a big thing. It's a big thing for me to make a living, and without them, I would be a totally different person. Yeah.
I completely agree with you on that, and I consider you one of my close friends, and I
Thank you.
appreciate you being here. I also
Likewise.
need friends and family around me, and I couldn't be any happier for you being here today.
Thank you.
Groovy, is there any Instagram page, TikToks, anything you want to share to the audience so that they can find you online?
Yeah, we can do everything. So pretty much groovy_tunes on Instagram, groovy_tunes on TikTok, and then Spotify, Groovy Tunes. GROOVYTOONS. On all platforms. Go look for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Groovy. We're gonna take a break right now.
Yeah.
That was a great interview, Groovy.
Thank you.
Sit on the couch now if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a drink or anything?
Nah, I'm chilling.